And welcome, Olivia and Ray.
Thank you for having us.
It's a pleasure. I'm very grateful to be asked to interview you because this is a market that I don't normally get to talk about, but I love very much, and I very much love your Instagram page as well. So what a privilege to be invited. So we're going to talk about, well, this is a fireside chat, but we're going to talk about trends. I noticed on your beautiful stand just over here, Ray, that you do talk about your business being trendy, and the products in it being trendy. So just tell us a little bit about Keplin and how you founded it and why you founded it, what it does.
So we started Keplin in 2018,
Yeah.
about 6 years ago. So we're still a new company. Started with humble beginnings, didn't really know how to run a business or didn't know it would scale to
What was your background?
My background prior to Keplin, was I finished uni and
Literally.
then it was first real business that I started. So I really had to learn organically on the job.
I'm so impressed. But what about this market was it that made you go into?
I think I really wanted to do something that was scalable.
Yeah.
And e-commerce has no borders and no boundaries.
Yeah.
And you can sell anything to anyone, really. But we sort of started without much expectations.
Yeah.
The ethos was always create value and offer amazing products to our demographic and our customer base. And it's always fantastic to see when products do well and get great feedback.
Yeah, absolutely. Olivia, we were joking there about you. You are very much charismatic, mum, a social sensation. But could you just tell us a little bit about your background? You've got an enormous social following, and your project, the Bowen Home, please.
Yes. So I feel like a lot of people do know me from Love Island. That's how it kind of all started. And then, I started working on social media, marketing all different brands, working with lifestyle, fashion, home, makeup, you name it, anything that I really get along with and I really love and I find value in. I love to put out to my followers. And then we started our home account, which has just become a huge passion of mine. I absolutely love everything interior. That is exactly why I'm here with the Keplin Group, because they have everything: home, kids, gym, you name it. They have what it is, and it just fits with me really well.
It's interesting, isn't it? You're both young and you've created a lifestyle and that really works for that younger market.
It's amazing to get, someone as talented and as beautiful as Olivia. Farming. A fan of our work and our products. It's a great, great motivator for us to keep on going.
Yeah. You were talking about this just a moment ago, and I was fascinated to hear you explain. Obviously, you found fame, I imagine, through Love Island. That was what propelled you into social sensationism, as you are. And you've got, what, 3 million followers?
Yeah, so my personal account had 3 million, and then we went on to the home account, which now has 750,000.
And you were saying something quite interesting. You got an immediate following where I guess some of your fans of your personal account migrated over, but you've also generated a whole new audience as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I think going into branching into something new with home, obviously you have to earn the trust of the people that are following you, and they have to find value in what you're putting out. And I think the first lot of followers that was 250,000 were people that liked me from my previous channel.
Yeah.
But then the ones that came after that had value from what we were putting out. So we did lots of DIY, there was lots of home inspiration, lots of renovation inspiration, and then we moved on to renovating other properties. So it just kind of built this online community. But what I found did the best for our followers was making it really easy to follow and stuff that they can do at home as well. And I feel like that's why with Keplin, the products that are available are really easy to show how to use. They're just simple things that just make your home life easier.
Yeah.
And I feel like followers really resonate with that.
That's interesting. And how did you two come to work together?
I think Olivia, we better to answer that quick.
Yeah.
Usually how it works, sometimes I find the brand, sometimes the brand finds us, but we just came together at the right time. I think seeing how Keplin Group have gone from strength to strength, suddenly breaking into a new market. Obviously all their products are on Amazon, and now they have this amazing website where products are right there. There's everything you can think. I came over to Stand today and I was like, I have seen the website, but I didn't realize how much.
Stand. Yeah, you must go to Stand. It's really
it's incredible. Everything you can think of, and a brand that sort of aligns with my values. I love that, Ray is the founder and he's stood by that business since the very start. It's very family oriented, and that just speaks to me, and that's how we kind of got together, really.
Very nice, and it seems to work very, very well. I'm wondering, you set the brand up 6 or so years ago.
Yeah, that's right.
How did you? It looks very mature. It looks very established. So from an external position, it looks like it's growing very well. What were the kind of decisions you made along the way that led to that growth?
Well, I think a big part of the success is down to the team. We've got an amazing team that works at Keplin.
Yes.
They put their passion, blood, sweat, and tears into everything that we do. I think the ethos of teamwork and collaboration has really helped.
Yeah.
And ultimately, we are just trying to provide value to our customers.
Yes.
I think Olivia likes our products because they're useful, they're good quality, and we believe in providing value, especially in this current economy with a lot of people struggling.
Yes.
Our approach is very value driven. Great quality products at affordable prices without the compromise on the on quality. Really.
I couldn't believe the cost of the vacuum. It was £60. I'm still in shock. But it's amazing.
It's a new vacuum range that we're about to launch, cordless vacuum range. We're looking to go out at RRP of $59.99.
Really?
And it will compete with the best of the competitor brands out there.
I'm just going to ask personal interest now. How big is this set? Or what?
It's a
Like a proper size bag?
Yeah.
Because they're my lounge.
No, you can do everything.
I was imagining like a little thing that I can use in my car. Yeah.
so you use that when you use it. You walk around the house
That's something when? Because I should be putting in an order.
with our retail partners at Morrison's Coast.
Okay.
Don't quote me at the time frame.
Don't worry. I'm
Either soon, and then we'll launch on our website.
I will put in a pre-order for that. Actually, you mentioned there you've got retail partners. Could you just tell us a little bit about I think your mic needs a bit of help.
Okay, sure. Hello.
That's it. There you go. You mentioned, I'm curious about your retail partners, if you don't mind me asking, because you've obviously got your website where we can buy direct. As Olivia said, people can buy products on Amazon. Where else are you distributed?
Well, we're a hybrid business. We believe in our products, and we want the ultimate aim is to have our products in every home, and then the UK and Ireland, and we're looking to expand into Europe very soon. So at the moment, we work with the likes of Morrison's and Asda's, which is fantastic, as we only really try to get into the B2B retail store game 12 months ago with our very first show here actually at the Spring Fair 2024. So this is the second time we're exhibiting.
Yeah.
We've started as an Amazon e-commerce business, and that's still part of our identity. So we still continue to do that today. But we also have our own website. We have multiple websites.
That's nice.
Certain brands have their own. So we have the Lug Online and the Keplin Online.
What would you, like I said, I'm normally right about fashion, and I know that's a market you like as well. And the brands in there always want to sell bestsellers, but the buyers, they laugh and say, if I knew what a bestseller was, I'd just buy them. But you don't necessarily know, right? So I'm wondering, if in the lifestyle space, how do you know? And I ask this of both of you, really, whether a thing, an item, is going to be a really good seller.
I think we have conviction.
Yeah.
But we also have data. We're a very data-driven business.
Okay.
As we started from e-commerce, I think consumer behavior changes, and no one can really predict trends.
Wow.
But we have an amazing sourcing and buying team. So you could either do all the things that we do, or you could just pick up a Keplin catalog, and then you'll get a list of bestsellers there.
Yeah. How do you identify something, Olivia? Because I suppose you've got this responsibility, I think, to your community, haven't you, to promote things that you think are going to work for them. How do you know?
I think when it comes to something that I think is going to be useful, it's just about making your life easier or more fun. And I know that the air fryer went crazy because it made everyone's lives easier. You had really cool, quick, fun, easy recipes that you could show people online. So the possibilities of executing social media reels or stories was so high because there was so much you could do. So the more marketing you have on social media that shows how easy a product is to use and how much it can do, that sort of vast expansion on the air fryer, I was like, that's gonna be big. So anything that I think you can use in numerous ways or utilize or make life easier is gonna be a winner.
That makes such a good deal of sense, doesn't it? And something that's got storytelling potential, but also genuine multi-purpose value.
Sure.
Yeah, we all want our lives to be made easier. You probably get asked it a lot, but what is the next air fryer then? So what's the next bestseller that we should all be putting into our stores? Or
Honestly, said you never really know what the next best thing is. You just try to create products that will help that our customers can enjoy, that are long lasting.
yeah,
So we get organic recommendations, a word of mouth, and that's it really.
yeah,
Wouldn't really be able to tell you what the next best selling product is,
yeah.
but everything that we launch, we hope will do
It will
phenomenal.
be better. It's the $59.99 vacuum cleaner, maybe. So yeah,
Well, let's hope so.
you must get quite a lot of data and insights from your, your posts and your stories and what people are reacting to, what they're commenting on. Does that give you a good steer as to what you think's coming next?
It gives me a good idea of what people enjoy watching and what kind of content people want to see. I think the social media has changed a lot. In sort of a few years back, you would want to see aspirational posts and aspirational images, whereas now I feel like a lot of people want to see relatable reels and things that they can do and that are accessible to them. It's interesting. I've seen a change in that side of things for sure.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. I think it's just, Instagram's a difficult place to be sometimes when you're sort of comparing your lives, and I think now people want to feel good when they go online, and
Yeah.
I think that kind of relatable, nice, fun family content does well. So anything that fits into that demographic of, family use, I think will do well.
That's an excellent point, and I have noticed that shift myself. It is just a bit more real world.
Even with fashion,
Also, yeah, and beauty. It's gone away from something that's just
even
distant.
how we used to show skin in makeup. We used to blur everything out, adverts with blurred skin, and now everyone wants to see your blemishes and your, dark circles. You want to see the real life behind
I haven't got any of those things anyway, but yeah.
They're coming.
If you had them, we would see them. But you don't have them. So I'm not chosen person. I can confirm they don't exist. But yeah, but it's a very good point there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Um,
For me, that's so nice as well, because that's who I am as a person. I like just being me online. I find it difficult to live up to that standard, so it's nice to just be able to show family and people to really love that.
I mean, it's interesting as well with Love Island, which was a platform for you. They've, now their fashion partners are eBay. It's all about secondhand fashion.
Yeah.
It's become much more
Accessible for sure. Yeah, I think it has changed, and it's really nice to see that side of it as well.
Yeah.
Like the reusing, and
It's definitely the sustainability, because I guess as well, Ray, you want products, albeit that they're very good value. You want them to last. It's not about a fad, is it? It's about a really good value product that's going to add some,
Absolutely. I think during our journey, we've made a lot of mistakes. We always want to make mistakes. You want to learn quickly
Lovely.
and then resolve them. And we've tried to stay away from fads as much as possible.
Yeah.
We want to create long-lasting products that people can use for a long time, and we want the perception of our brand to be about quality.
Yes.
The thing with fads is that they're here today and gone tomorrow. Whereas we actually want to sell products like what Olivia said, that are relatable, that everybody needs. So I think that's really what we stand for.
I think that's a sensible value to have. You're, obviously a leader in e-commerce. That was what you wanted to get into. I'm sure some of the people in the audience here today and some of those watching online will want some idea of how they can scale, because it's quite easy to set up an e-commerce site. I mean, that's not the hard bit. It's getting people to come to it and shop, isn't it? And then keep coming back and shopping. What advice do you have to people to get that scale online?
So I think the first thing that they need to realize is that it's important to scale sustainably and not too quick.
Yeah.
What I will also say is they should probably start with understanding their customer. Who do they want to sell to? The second point should be find a winning product.
Yeah.
Learn everything about marketing, especially about your platform. We found a lot of success on Amazon, so you really need to understand PPC. So I think that's quite important. Amazing images, great optimization, and then give world-class customer service. I think it's the basics. You get these right,
Yes.
it makes everything else quite a bit easier.
very good point about the customer service there, I think, because it can all fall down, can't it? Well, you get them there, they buy it, and then you can let yourself down, can't you? So
Absolutely. You want to leave a great impression with every customer, as they are your ambassadors. And, if all of that doesn't work out, then try to get Olivia on board.
well, that's
Awareness.
okay. Yeah, get great ambassadors. You must though talk to beauty. I mean, you collaborate with a number of brands, I'm sure. What advice do you give them? How do you work with them to ensure that they're getting, I don't want to use the word viral, but maybe that is the right word. They're getting virality, they're getting eyeballs on their product and ultimately selling it.
I think you just both have to listen to each other. Obviously, with Keplin, Ray knows his business better than me, and for my following, I know my following better than anyone. So I think it's just being able to put both of your heads together and making sure that you're listening to both sides of the party to make sure you're using the right product, showing it in the right way. Like Ray said, it's about your customer base and what they react to.
Yeah.
So I think, if you were to say I've got a customer that, is family based, wants this, wants that, then I'd go away and think, right, what kind of social media content can I do that they would find interesting or useful?
Yes.
And then I know that that's going to generate. And I think at the moment, social media is very like grab the attention. So you always want something that immediately is going to get eyes. And I think when it's a product that has like that USP of being something like, oh my goodness, like that is what's working at the moment.
Right. It's interesting, isn't it? Because I've seen some social media and it is just so quick, isn't it? Literally just holding up
5 seconds. Some reels,
by this.
yeah. Some reels are like 10 seconds long, but they are watched so many times as people haven't realised that it's over. Continuously watch that,
But all the time.
especially on TikTok.
Do they do this so people just get their views up? So they're watching
Yeah.
over and over.
So there's a few ways. I haven't done it myself, but on TikTok you see it start the same way it finishes, so people aren't realising that.
Oh, they're in some like crazy circle of hell.
Yeah. It's just creating view after view. I don't do that personally, but
You know what, you do the gimmicks, right? You're about authenticity and storytelling, and I know those sound cliche, but that is true of what you
yeah,
use. And
I am not very good at lying, so I has to be myself online because I can't be anything else.
somebody else.
And I enjoy being relatable and kind of making friends on social media and being like, this is amazing, I want you to see it. And I think that's quite hard to get an audience that do trust you. So even for myself, for influencers, for brands, it's about gaining and earning that trust.
Yeah, and I guess that fits well with what you try to do as well, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think Olivia's got a great following. She's really authentic. I think her followers trust her, and she wouldn't promote anything that she didn't believe in. So we're really excited to have her on board, excited to have her here today. And yeah, we got, I think there's a lot more to see and to come.
Very exciting.
Yeah, it is. It is. And what about you get that initial customer, and that's a hard and expensive thing to do, isn't it? To get a first customer, that acquisition of that customer is expensive. What about that loyalty? What is it? And the same for you, I suppose. You get that follower, but you want them to keep coming back and engaging and enjoying your content. How do you go from acquiring to getting a loyal customer? What's the key?
I'm not sure, is this customer or follower?
Customer for you.
Fast. So I would like to hear what Olivia has to say about followers.
Right, these are
You go first.
Yeah, I feel like for me personally, and even for a brand, it's about letting them in and seeing who you are, where you come from. So for you, for example, you came out of uni, you started this business, you've made mistakes. People want to see what happened. And I think when you let them in and be part of your story,
I love that.
they become invested and then they understand you and then they want to stay there because they want to support you because they know who you are as a person.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah.
So I feel like that's the same as me.
This is good advice, right? Do this.
Yes, this is the same advice in marketing. It's mostly.
He was about to say the same thing.
Oh yeah.
I was just about to say yes.
Yes, absolutely. I think as a business, the cost of acquisition for a customer is always expensive. But if we can deliver great quality products, innovative, high quality products at fair price, I think you are then building somewhat of a customer loyalty base and you get them to come again. I think Keplin's got a long way to go, but we're having fun. And, we have a great customer base already. So I think there's a lot more to come for us.
Even when I met everyone and just seeing everyone today, they're so kind, so passionate, so implies, and it's just so nice to see. It's really, really lovely.
It's nice. They told me I had to be nice to you. Like I wasn't going to not be nice, but
Run telling you that was an off-camera conversation.
you've all got to be nice as well. Does anybody have a question that they want to put to either Olivia or Ray in the audience? You're not. You're gonna be shy. Oh, go on. Go ahead. Felicity, sorry. I think I might have. Oh, the mic. You've got the mic. This is. Sorry, that's my fault. Let me take one question. Okay, we can take a question and then I'll wrap up because.
Hi guys, thank you
Hi.
so much for that talk. Thank you. And I had a question for you, Olivia. I just wanted to ask for any brands or retailers looking to work with influencers, are there any sort of tips or red flags that you've experienced that you'd sort of say, don't do that?
I think definitely do your research in requesting stats from influencers. I think a lot of people do overpromise. And the proof is in the pudding. You want to get their stats. You want to see what their views on stories are. You want to see their insights. Most influencers are, grateful to work with any brand, and I think micro influencers are actually really amazing to work with for smaller companies because they produce such quality work because they're striving to be where a bigger influencer is, and sometimes they lack the motivation to do it because they think they're already there. And just someone that aligns with your brand. You don't want to, work with someone that then down the line isn't quite how you imagine. So just really do your research and check out their current content. Is it something that suits your page that you can repost? Because you're going to want to utilize their content they create for you and put that out on ads and things. So you need to make sure it's like up to scratch, but definitely get their insights. Is probably the most important thing.
Yeah, good point. It is a good point. You're getting your microphone back now. You mentioned having fun. There is some fun happening. Oh yes, very soon on your beautiful stand. Hey,
Phone, so I don't know what time it is, but
champagne. Okay. So if you haven't had an opportunity to ask a question of Olivia and Ray, you can come down to the stand
in 5
in 5 minutes. Don't rush. Just
Happy hour.
have a stroll down to the stand in 5 minutes, and you can have a happy hour.
A drink. Oh, no alcoholic, obviously. Non-alcoholic and alcoholic.
Both. Well, he said it was all non-alcoholic. Then I was like, I'm not. But both people who would like an alcoholic beverage or a non-alcoholic beverage, do please take a stroll down. But go and check out the stand because it's a beautiful stand, isn't it? Could you sort of stand and have a drink, have a chat, and I wish you all the very best for the rest of the show and for your businesses in general, because I know it's a tough old market. So best of luck for you all. And I want to say massive thanks because you've been such fun. I really enjoyed speaking with both of you. So Ray and Olivia, thank you. Thank you. That's a pleasure. Well done.